So today on our Pit Boss, we're cooking up some steaks. If you've got one of these Pit Boss grills at home and are somewhat afraid to cook up a good steak, I'll show you an easy way how to make that happen. So pick up some steaks and some Montreal steak seasoning. I really like this seasoning, it works well. I like the flavor and how it makes that steak taste. We've got about 1.25 inch steak. First thing you want to do is preheat your Pit Boss. Preheat this thing so that when you're going to be putting the steaks on, it's going to sizzle and create those nice grill marks. We're cooking up some New York strips today. Just lay them on. Alright, and the next thing that you want to do is you want to turn down the heat to almost minimum, because you don't want to have any flare-ups since this steak is kind of a fatty steak. And I've learned my lesson with flare-ups. Alright, so we turn the heat down, and I usually get a timer going for about 6 minutes, 6:15 on each side. So this is about 1.25 inch steak, and I found that about 6 minutes is perfect. After that, I just close the lid and let it grill away and enjoy a nice view and sip on some root beer if I have some. Anyhow, it'll be tempting to open the lid and check, but I usually don't. I peek in slightly to make sure I don't have any fire. And once my timer goes off, then I flip the steaks. At this rate, I usually get about a medium rare, and that's how I like it. And we are smoking away. We're cooking at about 475. Here goes our timer. Get my light going. So let's see what we got here. Ooh, beautiful. So we got away with not having any flare-ups. One key thing is to keep the grill clean, not to get flare-ups. And that works well. I usually keep a spray bottle close by on one of the hooks. That way if I get a little flare up, I can spray a little water and put it out. But if you've got a dirty grill, you're gonna need a grease fire extinguisher close by. So now we're gonna reset our timer and close this up for another 6 minutes 15 seconds. And we'll be enjoying this steak today with a fresh salad from the garden. We got some tomatoes, cucumber. It's going to be one tasty salad. Gonna sit out on the porch and enjoy the steak with the salad. And yeah. Alright, so we are grilling away, and we're grilling at about 450 degrees. Got about 2.5 minutes left on the timer. We'll do a little peek inside, and that is looking good. So I think I'm gonna call it good here. I think these steaks are a little thinner than what I usually cook. So we're gonna just stop our timer. We've got about 2 minutes left on the timer. We'll shut the burners off. So this, we cooked it for 6.5 minutes on the first side. We flipped in, we cooked it for another about 4.5 minutes. So now just gonna lay these out on the plate, and I'm gonna let this rest for about 10 minutes before I dig into this. I usually prefer to cook a thicker steak, but this is what I got for today. Anyhow, we did well. We didn't get any flare-ups. That's usually the biggest problem when cooking a nice fatty steak, and I like the cut that has more fat. So this is going to be one delicious steak here. Gonna go bring this inside, let this rest, and make the salad. So there it is, and I plan to make a few other videos about cooking another cut of steak. I also like to cook a T-bone steak, so that'll be next time. I've got this handy little light for when I'm cooking in the dark. Turn it on so I could see what I'm grilling. And I sometimes turn on the smoker and open the baffle here to let the smoke go into this part of the grill. That way get a little smoky flavor. And maybe we'll try to make another video cooking on the charcoal side. But this is a very foolproof way to cook a steak. The biggest key or secret with this grill is once you preheat it, you turn those burners to the lowest heat, because this is made out of thick metal and it retains the heat very well. So this is it for today, and I'll be off to enjoying the steak.